happening, guys? Chris VA Travels. I'm out here in the little town of Atkins, Virginia in Smith County, and I'm visiting the Settlers Museum of Southwest Virginia. Yeah, pretty cool spot. It's just, they've got a little setup here of an 1890s farm. Yeah, and there's a lot to see. I just checked in the visitor center to just let you know this is free. And I'm kind of upset I didn't bring any cash because I would have left a nice little donation. Yeah, but awesome. And you'll see all that they have back here. This is about a quarter-mile walk, so just let you know, have your walking shoes on. And yeah, you'll see 1894 schoolhouse. There's a house back there that was built in the 1880s. And yeah, this place should be pretty interesting. So yeah, and they say to start that way and visit the house first. So just left the visitor center. Just to let you know, the restrooms are right here, right next door. And I grabbed a little map, and I think the first thing I'm going to hit is the Grubb building. And then after that, the 1894 schoolhouse is just past it. So yeah, here we are right here. And over here is Elsie's garden. I guess not too much happening at the garden with the garden at the moment, but all right, little place to relax right here. Yeah, so Settlers Museum of Virginia, and again, great view. It'd be cool living out here. And the leaves are just starting to turn, so yeah. Schoolhouse over there. All right, so let's check out this Grubb Visitor Center. Before we go in, what does this say up here? Welcome? Is that a form of welcome in German or something? Yeah, I don't know, but this place is named in honor of Alpha Grubb, and that's a female's name, Alpha. Yeah, so as you see, born in Witt County, 1899, and you can read the information on Alpha. But yeah, let me go on in here. Okay, so a bit to see, making quilts. And first thing over here, Jesus Christ. Yeah, and this old flax and spinning wheel. Wow, you hear the floors creaking. Cool little something they had sewn to cover that brick. All right, so a grammar school diploma. What's the date on this thing? 1914? Wow, that's old. Little information over here, and most of the settlers came down from Philadelphia. They traveled down the Great Wagon Road, Philadelphia to the Yadkin River in North Carolina. Traveled, of course, on horse-drawn wagons. Those were the 18-wheelers of the day. All right, so Grandma doing some knitting right there. And there's the little shuttles down there. I think you sat. Okay, there's the little feet down there they used to work the machine. Little baby piano over here. All right, a weasel over here for spinning yarn. If you guys are familiar with the little poem or the little song "Pop Goes the Weasel," and supposedly it comes from that somehow they would have these things set where it would spin like 100 times, and then when it hit 100 spins, it would go pop. So, and there's Alpha right there. Yeah, interesting name. All right, let me slip into the director's office real quick, and another one of these old crank telephones. Kellogg. And a scribe. Interesting items over here. A corn shucker. Wood faucet. Yeah. Spinning cotton and wool. A little wheel down here. Oh, some alpaca. They have alpacas out here. Angora silk. Is that cashmere? Interesting. Yeah, silk flax right there. Gertrude Jennings out of Dundee, Ohio. Okay, pretty cool design on the, I thought they were sitting around, yeah, they're sitting around a table maybe, or they're, I'm not sure what's going on right there, but we are entering the Davis family room. And more tools down here. Let's see, we've got a tanning board for stretching hides. And what is this thing? A drill, obviously, hand crank drill. Over here we've got a broom vise used to flatten a broom. And interesting. And over here we've got a hand seeder used to plant crops of many kinds, used during the early to mid 1900s. So I guess she kinda, yeah, seed comes out, looks like. Oh, and a reaper hook down there. And over here we're talking about the settlers, and yeah, mostly Scotch-Irish out here once you get to the mountains. A lot of Germans settled kind of in the Piedmont area, but some out here in the mountains. And yeah, a lot actually came through Philadelphia and kind of came down through the valley is actually the way they got here, a lot of them. Old log cabin. Oh, got her carrying the water. Cooking something back there. And, alright, yeah, so the story of the Scotch-Irish, I've kind of gone through that before. And originally, out of the southern part of Scotland, King James had got them to settle, started up plantations and whatnot up there in Northern Ireland, Ulster, and he was trying to bring Protestantism to Ireland, and they were there for about 100 years. Times got tough, so it was about the 1730s that they came over to the Americas. You can read up, but yeah, of course, Scottish Presbyterians. We've got a fainting couch over here. Kind of a little, not really a day bed, but... And it says, used when someone felt faint or dizzy, usually ladies who are overcome by heat in the kitchen. Alright, yeah, just some flax used to make linen. The Davis family. Okay, 1748. Wow. Pioneer settlers. And here's the story. Mr. James Davis purchased 1,300 acres. 1760s pack saddle. Trunk over here. Pretty simple trunk. Alright, so yeah, this talks about the German immigrants, the Palatines. And they came over through Alexander Spotswood. They were indentured servants. And from the Holy Roman Empire, which is now Germany. And as I've said, it wasn't holy, it wasn't Roman, and it wasn't an empire. But yeah, times were tough. They had a couple harsh winters, and Queen Anne of England paid for them to first come to England. About 14,000 went to England, and she worked through Alexander Spotswood to have them come to America. They were really skilled in iron, just starting up iron foundries and whatnot. So yeah, they started out the iron foundry over there at Germana. Yeah, so that's how, and I'll tell you a quick little story. Alexander Spotswood, when he had them come over, I think it was the second ship they were supposed to go, they thought they were going to Pennsylvania, and he kind of pulled an okey doke, and he brought them to Virginia. Yeah, kind of against their will, but anyway. Yeah, I don't want to sit here and read all these, but I'll let you pause, read more about the Scots-Irish and the German settlers. He's got his little coon cap right there. Pretty cool. Alright, so hay fork. And yeah, big old canoe over here. Pretty nice. Somebody kind of made that by hand, so that's pretty cool. Alright, big old cauldron over here. A apple butter kettle and paddle. So, make some apple butter. A settlement map of Witt County. And there's that shot tower. Yeah, 1890's cabbage farm. Carpenter's wheel. 1859. I guess there used to be a wheel right there, but okay. Okay, old sewing kit. Thimble, a ribbon, a threader. Okay. Old photo right there. White Top Mountain back there. Big old hay knife. Pretty interesting tools. Oh, a reed for a loom. What's this little doll? Rules for teachers. Okay. So this obviously was in the schoolhouse. Punishment over here. Boys and girls together would get 4 lashes. Quarreling at school, 5 lashes. What is this, 10 lashes? Playing cards at school. Wow, okay, 10 lashes right here for something girl to whistling. I think that says for whistling to girls. Yeah. They didn't play around. Okay, so yeah, like I say, many came in through Philadelphia. Like I say, they made their way on down through the valley. Yeah, all the way down to Tennessee. So yeah, that's where a lot of the Appalachian folks are just known to be from the Scots-Irish descent. And okay, so here's that great wagon road that we were reading about earlier, and you see it outlined. Over here, the Holston's River. Interesting. Yeah, talking more about the road. Okay, cool. Well, it's pretty neat. Also, I had that place to myself. See a row of, are those stones or are they stumps? Yeah, alright, so walk down here and check out this schoolhouse. I think what I'm going to do is, because I feel bad, I would love to leave them a little donation. I think I'm going to buy one of their t-shirts. They're only $20. They do take credit cards. So yeah, I'm going to grab a shirt on the way out. I would also let you know, if you visit any of the spots out here, make sure you know how to get back home or get back to civilization, because your GPS isn't going to work. At least mine doesn't work. My phone, I have no cell phone service. So the last spot I was on, I got lost. All right, so here we go. This is the Lindemood School from 1894. A little outhouse out there. Hopefully I can go inside. Oh, well, the wind opened it for me. Cool. Yeah, old schoolhouse. Pretty neat. All right. So pretty basic. You've got your little pot belly, small little stove there. Pretty standard schoolhouse, big one-room schoolhouse. And yeah, it seems like every schoolhouse I've been to from the 1800s, this is exactly how they look. Little stove in the middle. Alright, clock on the wall. Alright, well, this is the inside of the schoolhouse. Let me walk over and just I'll open the door on this outhouse. So they've got a girls and a boys, huh? And I know sometimes they'll have a little moon or the star. I forgot which is which, but one means, the moon means girl, I think. The star is boy. I don't know, but bam, all right. Well, that's where you do your business. And I would imagine this is going to be the same thing. Here's the back of the, it looks like maybe you had a door and you walked down some steps or something out of the back at one time. And I'm sure this is going to be identical. Ooh, all right. And yeah, sometimes they'll have corn stalks on the ground, and you know what they use the corn stalks for. After visiting the schoolhouse, it looks like the best thing to do is backtrack and go up this nature walk that you see around the pond. And then right here, this little kind of broken trail, it's part of the Appalachian Trail, I think is this. I'm not going to walk it. It looks like you could take a roundabout route, but 1.8 miles ahead is the Chatfield Shelter. And then Highway 16 is 8.6 miles. Okay, yeah, like I say, let me backtrack and hop on that nature trail. I don't know if you guys can hear these power lines, but they're buzzing pretty loud. There's some serious juice flowing through them. These must be like the main lines going through the Southwest or something, I don't know. But all right, I can already see buildings, so it's actually not that far of a walk. According to the map, at one time they grew flax and had orchards in this area. We're coming up on the farmhouse from 1890 up here. So maybe this has the log cabin underneath. Another outhouse, of course. And over to the left, this would be, it was a granary. Yeah, leaves are turning. You see a lot of these maples turn yellow kind of early. I'll just walk first real quick around this granary. Big old vine they've got purposely hanging off of it. They've got it on top of those little kind of wooden things. Yeah, granary. Staff only, all right, you can't go in there, but cool. And I always like to picture these areas in their prime with all the activities kind of going on. So this is obviously a little bit of a newer house. And there's some handmade brickwork with the, you see a mismatch of headers and stretchers kind of going all together. Okay, so I see some looms in there inside. And the Scotch Irish, that was kind of their big thing. All right, let me see if I can go inside. Okay, double portico. 1890 farmhouse. Let me stand back first, get a good look at it on a stone foundation. Pretty cool. Okay, so now let me go inside. All right, well, hopefully I can go inside. We'll find out. Yeah, all right. Oh, cool. Yeah, go upstairs. And got the rifle on the wall. Map again on top of this trunk. Yeah, they're a granary farmhouse. So we got the wash house and a meat house just outside. Okay, a little canteen right here. I was looking for a light switch, but I see a little lantern up here. I'll go in here and we'll look at some more looms. Oh, whoa, freaked me out. Okay, kind of paper mache looking type mannequins. It's got almost like a boiler type hat on. There he is. Okay, George Philippi. And he's the one who kind of first settled this area. And his wife, Sophia, wearing her silk dress. Cool. And you know that linen jacket was made here. These old shoes. Oh, a broom. Here's the broom press in action. So there you go. That's how it works. Oh, alright, yeah, making cobble the shoes. Little kind of molds right there. Alright, Smith County. Yeah, had a stove in here. Candle mold up there. Let me see what this says. Alright, so. Alright. And you can tell original floors. Look at this broom. It hasn't been pressed yet and doesn't look like. There's this guy. Looks like somebody you see out in the Wild West with that mustache. Into the dining room. Okay, we've got some oil in the lamp. I can smell it actually. Oh wow. Pretty cool. Yeah, these style rocking chairs, you see them all around out here. Pretty cool design around this clock. Homemade little hinges and little kind of fancy hooks, hangers for the lamps. Kind of fancy broom right there. Coffee, all right. And this is used for this kind of wooden knife looking thing, which used to crush flax. For an early washing machine right here. You crank the laundry, it looks like. Soap pine for washing and cleaning everything. Old ironing board. Boy, the floor is not too stable. I can feel the boards like under my feet kind of like moving. Wow, majestic, it says. I'm not going to touch it, but I like to pull those open, just see what it looks like in there. Yeah, majestic again. I might look this up later. So what right here, Majestic MFC Company, St. Louis. Lamps all around. back and check out those other rooms. Oh, alright, so let me see in this closet if, yeah, alright, so here it is, part of the old log cabin. Hold on, let me try to get some light in here. Okay, yeah, alright. I believe 1820, yeah, 1821, alright here, part of the original 1.5 story log structure. Cool. Oh yeah, well, back of the stairs. Alright, found it. Awesome. Yeah, another oil lamp. And somebody had some petite hands. Oh, check it out. It's a something standard phonograph. Edison standard phonograph. And you could buy different little cylinders that would play kind of different tunes. Place them on there. I guess an early record. Yeah, it says something Edison, Thomas Edison right there. And yeah, you see you crank it. And that would be an ambrotype, I believe, I think. Could be wrong about that, but I think ambrotypes are the ones on glass. Alright, so big old cabinet in the wall. And what's down here? History of Ham Roberts Mill out there in Sugar Grove. Yeah, I like visiting places like this. This is pretty cool because, I mean, you feel like you're in their homestead from 1895 or whenever it was, early 1900s. Handmade wicker chair. Singer sewing machines. Yeah, McGuffey's reader spelling book right here. And that was the big spelling book from the time. Oh, check it out, the little play the pedals down there. Reed organ. Okay, I was gonna say it was an organ. Okay, well, yeah, now I can. Guys got some ears on them, huh? Oh yeah. Smith County. Oh, these stereoscopes. These were a real big deal, late 1800s. A 3D image you could see in there. And I'm sure that was really cool at the time. Oh, a Sears family album. Check it out. Looks like a doctor's bag or something over here. Let's go on upstairs. Alright, just some landscapes. Yeah, it's something Bob Ross would paint. Happy trees. Cool. Rope beds. Looks like they haven't roped this one up yet. Actually, I'm not sure if that would be a rope bed, but yeah, and the key, of course. Stick it, I'm not going to touch, but I could give a little demonstration. Pre-Civil War era, 3/4 inch rope bed. Yeah, blankets would come in handy out here during the wintertime. Out here in the mountains, some Lincoln logs. Oh, all right, so pretty nice view again. Kind of sort of see the mountains a little bit, but all right. Oh, all right. I have a fancy stove over here. Pretty neat work right here. Regal 22. Oh, check it out. Pretty fancy. Got the coal over here. A little coal box. A little urn design up here. Cool little rosettes on the feet. What is that used for, I wonder? Pretty neat designs on that thing. Oh, a little fancy settee over here. Oh, check out the lock plate. And the shoes. They take a hot minute to lace those things up. All right. Fancy drawer pulls right here. Couple faceless dolls. Guess you read a book by the candlelight before you go to bed, and of course your chamber pot down there. It doesn't look like this is a rope bed. Kind of a basic headboard. A few designs up there. All right, cool. Yeah, 1.5 story. Yeah, we just read about that. When it was the log cabin. I'm sure this is just donated by somebody. Donated by Mary Baker. All right, so we've got a root cellar kind of dug into the ground over here. I think it's locked up, but small little doors on this thing. Kind of a composite type. You've got stone and you've got kind of whatever that is, more stone. All right, so sauerkraut and canned foods were stored in the root cellar. Insulated by dirt on 3 sides, okay, and sawdust on top. And it had a very heavy door. Keep it cool in the summer and freezing in the winter. Oh yeah, it's locked up. So, walk around this thing. There's the back of the root cellar. Alright. Okay, just cutting some logs over there. And I think a meat house would be over here. Yeah, here's the meat house. I guess same thing as a smokehouse. Usually they've got little, I guess a meat house would be the same as a smokehouse. These have a little ventilation kind of area toward the top, but just kind of a basic barn looking building. Over here, the wash house. Okay, some just kind of wash bins in there. Some tubs. Some jars up on the shelf up there. Oh. What's going on right there? Okay. Let me maybe just take a oh, big old barn. All right, so let me maybe I'll look at this well house, just see what that is over there, and then kind of make my way around. Okay, so obviously we know what went on in here, and yeah, you see these probably handmade nails. Oh, all right, some information right here. 35 feet deep, water from the farm to the well, lined with fieldstone. Okay, so this is basically a spring house. And they used it as kind of a milk house. See that? Our little plow tool over there. Okay, let's see what this building is on the side of this big hill. I'm telling you guys, we are out here. I drove probably, I don't know how many miles, several miles off of Interstate 81, but it was all one lane narrow road. I had to pull off on the side of the road and let a truck pass me at one point. Yeah, so we're out here. Some interesting plants over here. Yeah, I saw those earlier. Oh, look at that. Dang. Well, I'm not walking back there, so we're not gonna know what that is. Okay. Yeah, we're out here in nature. Yeah, now I'm gonna have one eye on the ground when I'm walking. Some sort of part of a plow, it looks like. Kind of decaying under this. These are tulip poplar leaves. Pretty fat ones, so this is probably a different type of tulip poplar than what I usually see in the eastern part of the state. And check this out, I know the name of this machine. It was a popular machine, like a McCormick. I'm gonna have to look it up. Maybe if I figure out what it is, I'll put it below. But you can see it's quite a contraption. A lot going on here. Some sort of, I don't know, reaper or something. But yeah, you see it would be pulled. Yeah, okay. Alright, so obviously Oh, and it would grind it up, okay. Pretty cool. Yeah, like I say, I've got one eye on the ground now. What do we have over here? Okay, yeah, so of course you're gonna have your blacksmith set up. Daggone, all right. Some serious teeth on that thing. You walk around. I believe these are going to be cedar shingles. Interesting. Yeah, so just a farm shop over here. Corn crib, your ventilated corn crib. Yeah, just a big old plow. So you can imagine Farmer John sitting up on that thing. Horse pulling him along. So this was a multi-use building. Look at that. It was a wagon shed, corn crib, equipment shed. And the corn crib stored about 500 bushels of corn. Yeah, so machinery shed. Yeah, all kinds of plows and look at this one over here. And you have some animals over here, a chicken house. Yeah, that hose scared me for about half a second. I was thinking snake. Ah, well, I smelled dung. So something's been in there fairly recently. All right, yeah, I see some blackberries over there. Yeah, so this is basically a little town. Yeah, everything you wore, all the tools you used, all made here on site. So it looks like a hay barn. It's going to be over here. I didn't think. I was kind of scared when I walked away from my car because I didn't put any bug spray on, but it's cool enough that it's not a problem. There's a hurricane coming in through Louisiana, and I think that's causing the weather, causing the it to be overcast like it is. I'm not sure if I can get to that or how to get to it. I'll walk around the corner here, and yeah, okay, maybe I can. And this place probably isn't big enough or popular enough, but if it was, they could have golf carts out here for kind of older people too, or for some people maybe with a bunch of kids, or on a really hot day to get out here and move around. But it's not that big, I guess, so I don't know. That's totally necessary. So I don't think we can go inside, but I'll just look over here. I see a sign that says no smoking. You don't want to do that around hay. All right. Yeah, all right. So I thought we'd see more plows. And yeah, hay loft up there. Hmm. Yeah. Check out this big old hay fork. Okay. More recent John Deere. Alright, so yeah. Alright, I guess you'd have the livestock and whatnot. Yeah, the hay up there, of course. It's got a faint smell of, yeah, I don't know if those are rocks or dung, but it's got a faint smell of that. Alright, I think we've seen enough of these plows. Can I go out? No. Alright guys, I'm going to fly my drone, check the map to see if there's any buildings I missed, and head on back. Alright, got my shirt. And yeah, I like this place. I like places where you can explore and places where you feel like you're there. You felt like you were walking around 1900 on a homestead. So anyway, yeah, Settlers Museum out here in Atkins, Virginia. Come check it out if you're ever in the area. And as always guys, like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram. You can also now follow me on Facebook. Make sure it's me. I actually have an imposter. And you can also support me on Patreon. So yeah, see you guys on the next one.